Hey guys, Jamar here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. Today we're going to give you another update on Oops with a Plan, our 5-man task force. So right now we're sort of hovering around this mid-table area. We're kind of around the 24th. We've had some hard rolls lately, but the last 3 ops have sort of stabilized us somewhat, and we should be back on track. So I'm going to take you through the last 3 ops that we've done, including today's op. As you can see, we've got max points on that, so I'll show you the hits in a bit, but let's show you the ones from 2 days ago first. So this is a 977. We got some really good hits here. Okay, so first we've got Cassell on Machina for a 298. It's your pretty standard Machina. Building health is quite high. We're talking about 2 million, but you can still use the bullet trick on this. So the bullet trick sort of involves this sniper tower and this boom cannon, and you'll see what it does in a bit for anyone who doesn't know the trick. But Cassell's just gonna eat some GBE. He's gonna start smoking. 3 smoke landing. He's going to use brick, actually. I forgot, this is Cassell. He doesn't like using bullet. So here we go, uses brick. Down goes Machina. Then we rolled another rogue. Tried to go for the solo, but it didn't pan out. So Comatose tried the open. We were worried about these rockets. We did have the remote hack for this one. So we sort of cleared all these rockets that were in range, including the one on the corner. And then, unluckily, he flared this rocket when he was supposed to flare to the back. So he ended up losing everything, and yeah, got really unlucky there. We have Pang following up, finishing Rogue. Because Lego's sort of done the hard part, so now it's just one shock. He's just going to follow the same path. And then he has a nice pocket to hit the core. All this isn't in range, neither is this. And he's just going to sit here for a minute and a half, take the core down. And down goes Rogue. Next we have my hit on Chimera. So I use Scorchers for this one. This was a very Scorcher friendly base. So instead of Zukas, which is normally the play, I just thought I'll go the safe option. So there's only a couple of boom cannons around here. This is normally a shock launcher, but there's no shock launcher today. So I'm just gonna remote hack these boom cannons whilst I eat all these cells on the left. Pretty easy hit. Just gonna go to the back. Clear these boom cannons. Go back up to the back and then just hit the core. And Chimera goes down for 262. And then last we have Cheeky on Stranger Tractors. Easy. Pretty easy one today. I think with the remote hack, this made it a lot easier. It's just unfortunate we had that mess up on Rogue. Otherwise, this would have been a max up. He's just going to clear the pocket, hit the core. And Stranger Tractors goes down, just like that. So that was 2 days ago. Next up was yesterday. And yeah, you're not You don't need to fix your screen. That is a strategize solo there. So I'm excited to show you guys that one in a bit. Let's start with Comatose on Tarsier. 226. So a lot more rockets than normal. Laser here as well. He's going to flare to about 6 o'clock. Hit the core. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shocks. Gets the core down. Great hit by Comatose. And then Cassell tries the hit on Titan, but doesn't manage to pull it off. Kinda easy landing, but the problem is that these are not normally machine guns, they're usually rockets. So let's see what happens on the rush. Unfortunately, this machine gun sort of picks them off. Yeah, so he was unlucky with that hit. And then Cheeky is just on hand to clean up. Just going to do similar style hit. He's going to flare up, use the same flare points. You notice how they always flare here. And then always flare to the left of the shock launcher. Then onto the machine gun. And the core goes down. So that was a 262 Titan. Then we decided to go for the solo and strategize. So we did pump a few sabos on here just to try and get it down. And we managed to get it. And this was the 298. So this was the highest force points on this operation. So meaning the building health was the highest. So we dropped the critters. We went 6 bombardiers, 1 tank, 1 scorcher. And we're gonna go on the right side. And the key focus is keeping all these bombardiers alive because they're the damage that you need at the end. We're gonna remote hack these rocket launchers. Once we kind of clear that, come back here. We just need to clear this patch. And then we sort of cleared the pocket for ourselves. And then we just hit the core. So you can see that this rocket is kind of out of range of all the bombers. On a base like Strategize, you just need to get rid of these 4 rockets. And then bombardiers can free snipe the core. And I think we get this with about 9 seconds left. Building level 640. So it was about I think it was a 16 million shield, if I'm correct. But someone can double check that for me. Anyway, that was the Strategize solo. As far as I know, that is the world's first that doesn't involve melon bombardiers or other proto troops. So good to see. And then we finish assault with Java for 190. So Pang just sort of clears the front. It's going to flare up. And around the core is not too bad. You just have these rockets to maybe slightly worry about. It's going to flare to 3 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he gets the core down. Which takes us to today's op, where you can see we got max points. 1137. That's with a couple sabos on the tiny base, just because we had spare intel. Here's Cheeky, 298 on 298 Java, AZ. Pretty similar to the last one. This one's 2.3 million health. He's just going to farm some of the cells on the left. He has this laser to worry about. We don't have any more gumbo abilities now. I think this was the end. So we're just going with plain vanilla. He has this laser. He has this rocket. He's going to flare here. Go with a mid flare. Going to try and avoid this mine. And he does a crossover flare. And he's going to flare the core. Five shocks. Great timing on the smokes. And Java goes down for 298. Next we have Cass on Tapir. Slightly harder, because you have these couple rockets on the beach. But once you get up here, it's pretty standard. 882 on the building health. He used some critters to actually distract these rockets. He goes to the kill zone. And 2 shocks to get the core down. Next one with me on quick charge for 226. So this was a bit of a funky one with some rockets here, but it ended up not causing any problems. I'm just gonna clear the mines with critters and barrage. And I do want bullet in front of this, so I'm gonna flare onto the shield. And since the tanks have life leech this tribe, this is why I brought 2 tanks along. You don't really need the medics. So once we sort of work our way up, I'm gonna shock these, get everything into position. Just kind of clear the pocket for the core. Clear the mines. I think I lost 1 bombardier up to this point. And then we just hit the core. And quick charge goes down. 226. Next is Pang on duality. This is another sort of easy-ish base that we could find with low GBE. Only 465% on the building health. So he's just going to use AZ. Hit the core. 4 shocks. That brings duality down. And then finally, we're going to end it today with Armadillo for 155. So this is actually quite a difficult one. There's actually quite a lot of shocks. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quite a few shocks here to worry about. Definitely not as clean as it could be. But he's able to farm a lot of GBE on this side. Since nothing's in range. He bots out the bombardiers because he doesn't need them anymore. And he doesn't want to trigger this laser. He's going to flare to 6 o'clock. You can see the recovery smoke there to save the smoke. And 7 shocks. And he gets Armadillo down. So there we go. So the plan is going so far. We're getting we're definitely getting some momentum. Like I said, guys, I'm not gonna show you just the good hits. I'm gonna show you the bad ones. I'm gonna show you the bad ones. I'm gonna show you the mistakes, just to be transparent with you guys, and you see that we make mistakes as well. So if you do make a mistake in an op, don't worry about it. Move on to the next one, and come back better and stronger. All right, guys. If you like the video, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content if this is the sort of content that you like. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.